Hello students, in our previous topic we have seen regarding the basic principles of living organisms. These basic principles are observed only in living organisms. Then we have seen that earth is made up of abiotic and biotic factors. Now the next topic is that is diversity of organisms from chapter number 1, that is living world. So the name itself indicates diversity. Diversity means there are different types of organisms found on earth. For example, some organisms are very small. That means they cannot be seen with our eyes. So microscope is needed to observe such organisms like bacteria, then different kinds of viruses. Then for example, the common example is amoeba. So these are all microorganisms. Then organisms also differ depending upon the cells. That is, some organisms show only single cell and are called as unicellular organisms, while some organisms are many-celled and are called as multicellular organisms. For example, all different kinds of animals, then human being come in multicellular organisms. Some organisms live in water and are called as aquatic organisms, while some live on land and are called as terrestrial organisms. Then there are different or vast varieties of living organisms. They differ in each other by different characters. So planet Earth consists of diverse or different living organisms. All these living organisms interact with each other as well as their surrounding. Then the next topic is systematics. Now systematics is the study of similarities and differences between the living organisms. So it is used in the process of classification. For example, there are different kinds of species. For example, mango tree. Mango tree is different from grapes. So they are different. Then different kinds of animals. For example, elephant totally differs from horses. So these differences are considered during the process of classification. So systematics is one of the branch of biology that deals with the study of similarities and differences between the organisms. Then the next topic, that is taxonomy. In taxonomy, or we can define taxonomy that it is the collection, then identification, nomenclature and description of an organism. You know that each and every organism has a specific name. Names may be common. Common names means, for example, in a locality, the organism may have one name. In another locality, the organism may have another name or different name. So these are called as local names. But the organisms or each properly identified organism consists of universal name. It is called as scientific name, or it is called as binomial. So binomial consists of two parts, that is genus and species. We are going to learn in our next chapter. So taxonomy is the branch of biology which deals with the collection. For example, newly found organisms are collected, then they are properly identified and a proper scientific name is given to them, as well as the different characters of such organisms are also included in this. Then the next topic, that is deleted syllabus from chapter number 1, that is living world, for the year 2020-21. So due to this pandemic situation, that is COVID-19, some syllabus in your textbook of biology have been deleted by the Maharashtra State Board. That means it is non-evaluative, or it will not be for the exam. So the deleted topics are, first one is herbarium. We will just overlook these topics. Herbarium is a process in which plant specimen or their parts are properly identified, then they are pressed, then they are treated with different types of chemicals, and they are dried and they are stuck on a chart paper of a definite size. Then its classification, then date of collection, all details are written on it. So herbariums are nothing but the sheets on which a branch of plant or different flowers are stuck, and it is kept in proper preserved place. So such sheet is called as herbarium. Then there are different kinds of botanical gardens. The gardens in which plant species from all over the world, they are rare species, some are important or some are medicinal. So these plant species are properly grown in botanical gardens. Then museums are the places where different plant and animal specimens are preserved in glass jar, or they are preserved in the form of dried stuff. Chemical treatment is given to them and they are preserved. So museum are the means to get knowledge regarding different kinds of plants as well as animals found on the earth. Then there are different zoological parks. In zoological parks, different types of wild animals are kept. Then there are biodiversity park. Biodiversity park means the naturally protected area where the plants as well as animals grow naturally and it is conserved. Such parks are called as biodiversity park. And the last one is key. Key means these are the aids or processes used in the process of classification. So these are the deleted or non-evaluative topics for this academic year. So in this chapter we have studied, first one was basic principles of life. Then we have seen diversity of organisms, then systematics and taxonomy. So here we have completed the first chapter, that is living world, and these are the non-evaluative topics of this chapter. So we will stop here.